Good morning. Don Keith on the Diary of a Psychotic podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're great! Now, I'm happy to be back, but it was a close call for me, okay? Getting shingles at my age can oftentimes be so debilitating, you never come back from it. All right? I was lucky this time. All right? That's right. You can get it more than once. All right? Okay. Now, that aside, let's talk about your decisions as a young person. Now, I decided not to get certain vaccines when I was younger. One of them was chickenpox. That's right, chickenpox. There was a vaccine for chickenpox, but you stood the chance of getting it. And guess what? I got chickenpox anyway. Science doesn't evolve as fast as everybody thinks, okay? They see the level of technology that's available to them. Man, we got handheld devices and we've got these cell phones and everything like that. But when it comes to real medical or scientific development, we're way behind where we should be, okay? I mean, where the hell is my flying car? And don't talk to me about those things that got the little propellers on them and everything like that. That's not a flying car. A flying car is a thing that George Jetson's flying around. It folds up into a briefcase. That's right. He had one by 2014. He had a 2014, I think a Bel Air. It was a Chevrolet. That's right. We thought Chevrolets would be flying by now. Oh my God. I'm glad there are no flying cars at all, okay? We can barely manage the cars that are on the ground. And we have to have insurance rates through the roof because people are such dumbasses. They crash into each other and literally kill each other. Okay? That really happens. Okay. We got a statistics called highway deaths, roadway deaths per year, per day. If that was happening in the air, there would be a lot more people killed. Okay? Just be careful, okay, about what you wish for. All right. Now, when you're a young person and you're a tender age, like 15, 16, you're pretty much, you're going to be okay with some of the decisions you make. But by the time you reach 25 years old, every decision you've ever made starts to mold your life into one narrow path. And then you realize, hey, and when some of your friends are dead already, right, and you realize, oh shit, it doesn't matter what I do, I end up right there. That's right. No matter what you do, you end up right there. We're born, we live, we die. That's it. We're not gods. And don't even think that there is a God, okay? There may not be. All right? I don't mean to throw doubt or, put out your fire, rain on your parade or anything like that, but there may not be, okay? Everything we know that is written down in scriptures and in history and everything like that, that's belief, baby. That's all it is. Belief. That's what you believe. You choose to believe it. That's why when you choose your soulmate or your wife, your husband, your life partner, your whoever, your significant other, that may be the biggest decision in your life. That may be the only decision in your life that you have in control of. That's okay. They know that too. Okay? People make decisions by themselves, about themselves. But if you're lucky, you get to have somebody to help you make those decisions. A husband, a wife, a brother, a sister, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not alone. Okay? Don't be alone. All right? That's the biggest decision that you will make when you're 15, 16 years old. Decide that you don't want to be alone. All right? Because it's a long way from there to there. Okay? So don't stand there in the funeral about how much they meant to you. Center on how much they'll miss you and how much you'll miss them. So don't be alone. That's the biggest decision you can make. It's the only decision you can make, is whether or not you want to be alone, or whether or not you want that person in your life. That's all you can choose, is who you choose. All right? Okay? Choose wisely. All right, this has been Don Keith, the Diary of a Psychotic podcast, brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're great.